Hello, my name is Joe, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where I'm playing Planetbase, the outer space building and economy simulation game where you land on various different planets, establish colonies, and try to make a viable, vibrant colony. So, this is Omega Base, and Omega Base has one goal, and one goal only, to earn an achievement of recruiting 250 colonists in less than 60 days. So we currently have 134 colonists, and it is day 33. I'm trying to encourage lots of people to come here. And matter of fact, let's see. Currently we're at a status of good. So I'm trying to provide for entertainment, make sure that everybody gets lots of rest. I'm expanding our facilities. Let's see. That's right. I was putting up a bar. So as soon as that gets up, and let's see. Probably high time that we activate the robotics facility. Because let's see, yes, we do have semiconductors. Currently, the semiconductors are being used in the arms workshop to produce weapons. Here we go. Here's a colony ship. Let's see, are these colonists or are these hostile attackers? Hopefully colonists. Yeah, they are. Welcome to the colony, guys. It's always good to see the big colony ships land. That's why I try to have lots of space on the pads and the starports for them. Now we've been doing a lot of construction, which consumes a lot of the metal in the colony, so as you saw there was the notice that we've run out of spare parts, so hopefully that gets addressed soon. We're just about done with our primary construction here, and then maybe we can take a little break. I want to have another starport just for my own comfort. I'm also concerned that we've expanded quite a bit, but we have not expanded our collection capacity. In fact, we'll go ahead and we'll prioritize these. Nothing would be worse than running out of power. So this turbine is only pending 2. Oh, that's a nice big industrial trading ship. What have you got for us? Ooh, metal. More importantly, the plans for a farm dome. You know, we could use this. We could use this a lot. Especially as we're planning on doubling the size of this colony. Farm dome would go a long way towards that. Otherwise, I'm going to be building lots of little biodomes. Let's see. I wish I had more cash on hand. I don't know that we can actually afford it in our current state, but I'll try. So that gets us about halfway there, but notice his cargo hold is just about full. I don't know that our resources are valuable enough for the amount of weight that they take up. Oh, we're tantalizingly close. Now, the vegetable products are the important stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't get away with selling some meat products. Hey, look at that. We might be able to make it. Haha! Now, the colonists are not going to enjoy this work party. There's going to be a lot of stuff, but the result is the patent for the farm dome. So we'll go ahead and we'll do it. So a lot of excess supplies. We'll go ahead and go into the trading ship. This is a bot auto repair, so now all the bots that need repair can come jump on the pad and get fixed. I keep coming back here to the bot bay because there are 2 bot workshops, and I want them to produce different types of robots. So it's a matter of getting in there and designating that one workshop will be for one type and then leaving the other at the default. The default is carry bots, but I'd like to also produce construction bots to help out the engineers. Oh, this is an attack. This is an attack. Oh, he made it inside. I hate interrupting. Where are the rest of the guards? This is why I have you guys here. Fight back. And there goes one of my guards. Oh. Get inside. I want to trade with this trading ship, but these visitors, well, attackers, are basically coming here to kill my colonists, unfortunately. And they've already killed one. Every one of these colonists is precious as I try to reach my goal of 250 colonists. It just wasn't fast enough shutting the door, and my guards are not all armed yet. Of course, the other guards just sit there, and an unarmed guard runs up there. Why don't I even have these people? Good grief. I don't want my own biologist here to asphyxiate on the surface, so I'm waiting for him to get to an airlock, and then I'll turn it on for him. Make sure they can't get in that airlock, so we have our bot inside. Whoops. What we could do is make them travel the length of the surface so that things can continue here. Where's this guy going? Going to airlock. Oh, but he's going all the way over to this one. It's a new guard to replace the one we lost. Oh well. I'd like to get him inside. And there he goes. Oh, you know what? Let's cancel this. Well, actually, I'm going to leave the alert on because otherwise, the moment I cancel it, as I open airlocks, they're going to go running for them. The reason the guard is pathing all the way over here from the landing pad is that when the guard landed, this was the only airlock open. So the AI computed, you know, this path for the guard, and the guard doesn't update his path until he reaches his destination to see whether or not the door is actually open. So even though I've opened the airlock, our hostile intruders are still going over here to the one that they last knew was open. Then when they get here, they check, find the airlock closed, and now they'll walk back to the nearest one that's open. Good, hurry up and die. Guys came in to kill one of my people. But then again, the guards are, you know, they just sit there. These guys are basically holding up all the productivity of the colony. Okay, freelance general. Oh, and look what this guy has. The Mega Collector. We could definitely use this. Can we afford it? That's another matter. That's another matter entirely. I would get rid of all of our meat products in order to get that collector. Oh, but yeah, we're way over on the weight. We won't be able to afford this, unfortunately. Or, whoops. Yeah, the meat's just not valuable enough for its weight. Even if we threw in all the spare parts, yeah, we just don't have enough. Let's see, all the medicinal plants. Yeah, we can't get anywhere close to the value, so I'll just dismiss. Maybe next time. I would really like to buy it, but... These guys sure are determined. Okay, good. And we have the bot workstations up. So this one will be a construction bot station, indicated by the icon here. By default, they make carry bots. Hurry up and die. There you go. Welcome to Omega Base. Now, with no oxygen, their health rapidly deteriorates. Intruders have been killed. Alright. Well, that cancels the alert. Very, very annoying. Until all the guards are fully armed, this is going to be a constant problem. Well, maybe not quite so close to the landing pads. Although, yeah, a little bit off of it should be fine. There we go. Get a little prestige for having a nice signpost. Yeah, this trading ship's going to get a lot of stuff out of us, but the benefit will be the farm dome, with which we will be able to feed our colony as it grows ever more rapidly. Please don't bid any more nefarious people. I've never seen attacks in Planetbase come back to back, but I'm sure there's a first time for everything, so I'm not counting on it. See a few tired and unhappy people, so as soon as the spacebar here goes online, I think they're going to be happy. I'd also like to get all this construction finished. And all of our metal is, of course, tied up. We'll get it built. Yeah, I probably should have bought some metal from this. Well, of course, it was difficult enough to buy the farm dome. Otherwise, I would gladly empty out the industrial ship here of all the metal that it was carrying. It's going to take a while to fill that order. Yeah, the bar is going to be a very popular structure, I have a feeling, judging by the amount of unhappy faces that I see here in the colony, and it worries me because I don't want the status of the colony to go down to the point where people don't want to come here. But we need to finish our power upgrades, both for storage and generation, and then we can see about focusing on the bar. Oh, good. Almost done. That's where all these airlocks come in handy. So instead of piling up the airlock, everybody can just dive out and come in here and give these ships whatever they need. So the industrial ship is paid, and we have the farm dome pattern. So notice the ship left us nothing. Or at least that's the way it appears until it's time to build. Whoops. Let's watch this guy. Another new guard. Good. We could use one. Now, if we can just get the guards some weapons. Of course, we have this never-ending cycle of building going on here. Aggro ship. I think. Yeah. Ooh, the genetically modified onion. If I could afford it, I would, but I can't. Another time.
Although the genetically modified tomato really is the one that I'd like the most. That would go nicely with our new farm dome. So let's see, what is the difference between a farm dome and a regular biodome? Yeah, that's the difference. Big, very big. Now, currently, we are not really stretched on our food supplies. We're doing well, but I'm trying to plan for the future, and that's why I'm designating where the farm dome will go. But we need our power and infrastructure done first, and then we can see about expanding our food generation capacity. Now, it may look like we're a little tight when it comes to storage, because you notice the storage is full of food here, and there's quite a bit over here as well, and that storage will start to fill up. As soon as this bar comes online, however, watch, everybody's going to drink that stuff away. In fact, I hate to do it, but maybe we should prioritize the bar. The reason is that there's only one metal pending for the bar, and once it goes online, it will alleviate these this oversupply of vegetables very, very quickly. Tired and hungry. We can deal with that. In fact, we have facilities there for the visitors to where they probably won't need to go into the colony proper. At least that's my hope. Yeah, see, this massive biodome is going to consume all kinds of resources in order to get that up and running. Okay, good. We have some metal here for these collectors. I want to make sure that we are collecting as much power as possible, because we've expanded the colony and increased the demand on the overall system here. In fact, let's see, yeah, we're drawing 306 kilowatts, so I want to make sure that we can generate that. Ooh, the big colony ship. It's only got a couple of guys, come on. You can fit more people in those things. Cram them in there. Bring them on down to Omega Base. Okay, here we go. This is the last metal piece for the bar. Oh, but he's putting on the connection rather than the bar itself. Oh well. Well, okay, this is the last metal piece for the bar. So this should bring the bar online, and the bar is definitely going to help us with that problem of vegetables. So many vegetables. Yeah, these meal makers are all full of food, so I guess we're doing okay. Time to make our colony happy. We're going to turn those rounds upside down. The place to be on this planet will be the space bar. so robot repair is doing rather well. It's good to see that we have semiconductors free. In fact, let's go ahead and consume them. We will make a second bot repair as we get more bots available. We're going to need to be able to repair more at the same time. Wow, that's tired of miserable visitors. We've got you covered. Colonists can't wait to fill these drinks machines up with vegetables. Okay, good. We have another power collector online. And it's connected. Excellent, excellent. Alright, so get that other power collector going. Auto repair is up. We are really catching up with all this construction here, so well, freelance ship. Let's see what you've got for us. Or actually, yeah, the genetically modified tomato. Again, if only I could afford this. Oh, but maybe I can. We've been busy. He still doesn't have a lot of cargo hold room, though. Well, we have all these synthesized meat products. I just wish that they were worth more and they weren't quite so heavy. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna buy this, but it doesn't have the cargo space. And my goods are not valuable enough. Even if I threw in my spare parts, I still can't make the price that he wants for the genetically modified tomato DNA. Oh, it's just not fair. Another time. Okay, the bar is up. I want to see those frowns turned upside down. As our primary construction completes with the completion of the final buildings under construction, we'll see the factory come to life and start to build weapons and semiconductors, and as a result we'll be able to build robots and basically get this colony really going. So we'll need this oxygen generator in order to help maintain the oxygen levels throughout the colony in these areas that will have large amounts of traffic. In fact, we'll go ahead and we'll designate that as our next high priority. Until all of our guards are armed, I'm going to be nervous about every ship that lands. It's just the way it's going to be. Guys, is this one of my own people? Oh, okay, good, this is a visitor. I was going to say, I have a huge bar to keep my colonists from being thirsty, so that they don't go hog up the bar that's there specifically for the visitors. So that's the idea here behind the big bar, is to keep colonists out of the little one. That way ships that land can get their morale, food, rest, all without having to leave this landing area of the complex. No need to leave the landing concourse and go to the colony proper if you have everything you need right there. At least that's the idea. Okay, looks like we need a little metal in order to finish this construction. I'm watching these oxygen levels, so I see, yeah, 19%, this one's 20, this one's 20, but it should be higher, and it's just a matter of having the generator pumping out enough oxygen to keep those spaces going. So that's why this one is important. Just looking to see how things are going here. This lab has been fantastic when it comes to producing meat products in order to supplement the colony's food supply. I mean, for the amount of space that this thing takes up, it provides a disproportionate amount of food. You know, as you can see in terms of food supply, this tiny little lab is, well, with the help of this one synthesizer, is basically pulling its weight against these 3 biotomes. Ah, great, more colonists. Ah, the oxygen generator has been built. So once it's connected, and here comes the connection, it will be ready to go. Oh, but that also means that it's going to draw more on the water supply. So why don't we check and see how we're doing on water? We're adding more people, and let's see, oxygen, water. Actually, I guess we're good on water at the moment. Wind decided to stop. I'm glad we have additional power stored. Like to see this finished. Let's see, how long until sunrise? It's a ways. But we have enough power to make it through the night. I also like to look and see whether or not all the berthing areas are full at night. And give myself an idea as to whether or not we should really be putting up some more. Ooh, another big industrial ship. Well, not as big as the last one since it's on the little pad, but let's see what you've got. Oh, a storage dome patent. Not that valuable at the moment. We're not really hurting that badly for storage space, but what we could use is metal. We could use metal in a big way. Not only that, but we could probably use bioplastics, especially with all our current construction. Let's see, he's asking for a 55% commission. That should be doable. Oh, and a weapon. Although we can produce the weapons, it saves us some time if we can just buy them. That's provided we can afford it. again, we'll lean on these meat products. And that's the more valuable of the two, so we'll use meat products to make up for that. There we go. We have an accord. Those medical supplies really come in handy in a pinch. Like I said, that little lab is a big help. Beyond simply eating them, the meat comes in handy as an emergency currency. Oh, good grief. Guys, why? This really should be important. We're trying to defend the colony from stuff falling down. Oh, you know what? And I have a radio console, but I don't have a radio as yet. I had forgotten that I had put that up there. Power storage is low. But at least we made it to sunrise once again. Good. And just as the sun rises, we're about to put up another power collector. So whatever we're able to generate today, hopefully we'll get stored for the night. To see all of these collectors full. Too bad we weren't able to get that patent for the mega collector, but you know, eventually. Okay, I'm not going to be able to connect it that way. That's a bit much, I suppose. Although, alternately, I could put an oxygen generator there. In the past, I've been far too stingy, I think, with oxygen generators. I would look at the colony and say, well, I only have 153 people. I only need to generate oxygen for 153, without taking into concern that people move around, and so their oxygen consumption in different parts of the colony changes on how much that part of the colony has. And so now I've taken to making sure to locate generators next to sources of high traffic, so that that's not a problem anymore. Alright, please don't be hostile. Good to see all the mines active. All that ore getting turned into usable metal, which we need. We need it, definitely. Oh, good. Just one more for the biodome. And there it comes. Yet more colonists. Excellent. So let's see, we're at 154 colonists, and it is day 37. 96 colonists to go to our goal. that's why I'm looking at expanding food generation. Wow, the bar really took this down. Look at this. This is the impact the bar had. So the bar is just, well, plus I also sold a bunch of vegetables, but mostly it's the bar, trust me. These guys will drink themselves to starvation. But as many as my colonists are overworked and unhappy, I need alcohol badly. So sure, we can. We can have a little fun here. Look at this person, sitting on the happy bench and getting happy. I don't know, the bench vibrates or something, but something about that bench makes people happy. So I try to not judge and put out as many happy benches as I can. Good. All these supplies are now available for construction. Okay, let's see. So we have those power collectors up. So all we're missing is a starport, a signpost, a radio antenna. Wow, and that's it. Well, for now, until I think of something else. But we'll try to give the colony a break so that the factory can start up and produce more semiconductors and weapons and spare parts. Basically give us a nice little supply buffer for the various different items that we need. Let's see what you got. The big extractor. This we have to have. In fact, we will get this. It's just a matter of how. I don't want to trade away bioplastics. I just paid for this stuff. But I don't mind trading away meat products. Let's provide they have cargo hold for this stuff. It weighs a bit. Oh, but we have cash. There we go. So 5 medical supplies and a whole bunch of meat products and some money, and we'll be able to get the big extractor. So currently water is always an issue, and we have all these extractors simply because they are not very efficient, and I'd like to replace all of them. Oh, look at that. Biologists. Perfect, since we're about to put up a massive biodome. And there it is. Start with tomatoes in the center, followed by wheat pads. Let's see. Give them a little bit of lettuce. Some onion action going on here. Whoops, I have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Let's see. And let's see, I think that's pretty much it. But that's also plenty. This biodome will be very productive. Good grief, I prioritized this and I still can't get anybody to work. So right now the colony is completely open to meteorites. Oh, wait a minute, I guess there is somebody there. I was going to get pissed off. Oh, and the sandstorm is here. Yellow alert, please. Everyone inside. Now the good thing here is that we've been expanding the power grid, so we don't quite generate enough power to run entirely on wind, but close to it. So 320 kilowatts, and our draw is 334. Plus our collectors are charged up most of the way, so the extra 16 kilowatts that we need easily is coming out of the stored power. It'll be a long time before we run out. Although, since we're now exceeding the amount of power we can generate with turbines, that basically means build another turbine. It's good to see the factory busy. So, as you can see, our semiconductor foundries are getting the materials that they need. They're starting up work again. Since we're inside and you know, we're flush with metal that we purchased or have refined, and it can't be taken outside for construction, it goes to the factory. Good. I see the starport is just about finished. All the more reason to expand power generation. Probably need another solar collector. There we go. I know it can go there, it's just a matter of clearing this. Which you can. I mean, these aren't high enough to where they won't be clearable. So I can go ahead and build here. Plus, we're next to an airlock, which makes the turbines easy to service when it's time to use spare parts to maintain them. I hate having to put down yet more construction when we're just about caught up here. But I want to make sure that we have everything that we need. So all these water extractors are what are currently supplying the colony, and I plan to replace them all with bigger, more efficient units. Let's see, we'll have to designate a new place for them to go. Some place where they're not impeding the colony. You know what? Out here, we have lots of room. This is pretty much it. I think we have enough landing capacity for various different ships. And we're going to add a starport here, so we should be fine. So we could have the extractors out here. Well, of course, we have to wait to get the patent from this trading ship. The super extractor patent has been acquired. So, let's see about putting these down. Okay, it lit up for me. Come on, I know you want to go here. So, I'll put that one there. Laser's doing its job and protecting the colony, that's good. Put one here as well. So those will be our first two extractors. As soon as they get put up, we can start the process of recycling all of these old ones. Wow, the bar has done a very good job of emptying these out. That's why we needed to expand our food generation capacity with the bar coming online. These were full. Yeah, that's not a problem. The bar is just going to make all that stuff go away. Well, plus various different ships coming by, and notice that it's full of just meat products. Yeah, the vegetables are just about all gone. In fact, here, let's take a look. Yeah, vegetables are not looking good right now. So this is the effect that the bar is having on the colony. Vegetables, well, I've been selling those. So that's why we have the new farm dome online, in order to help with vegetable production. Even then, though, I'm thinking maybe we need more. Oh, it's an attack. It's an attack. Sorry, guys. I don't think we're ready to deal with these people. Let's see. Does he have anything worth trading? As a matter of fact, he doesn't, so I'm not that worried about it. Another time. I hate hurting colony production like this, but again, our guard force is still not armed. One of my workers is mixed in with these people. I don't want to kill a worker. Come on, get inside, guys. So I can lock that door. Haha, there we go. We'll let the worker in. Meanwhile, our quote-unquote visitors can just walk the surface. Meanwhile, we have all of the airlocks shut down except for one, encouraging them to come all the way to this side of the base. Whoops, there's somebody out here other than... Well, no, I guess this is a big attack. No, there's a worker still out there. Let's see, the worker looks like he might be able to get a head start. Come on. If I can get the worker inside, that'll be a victory. Come on, beat the visitors to that airlock. No, the visitors are there first. Or, I should say, intruders. Alright, guys. I'm going to have to force them to walk here. And all I could do is hope that at some point my worker gets extracted from this mess. Oh, well, the good thing is that they're faster than the worker is. They're determined to come in here and kill people. So we're running this alert to keep people from running for the airlocks if I open them to try and kite the visitors around. Well, in intruders. I mean, we know these are not happy people who are coming here to pay for our colony services. They're coming to murder people. And I found the hard way that I can't count on the guard force until they're fully armed. Otherwise, I'll have the unarmed guards charging towards them. And the other guards will just sit there and watch them die. Good grief, my worker is again tangled up with the visitors. Alright, let's lure them away. There we go. So I can get my worker inside, and let's see, we can get our visitors that actually want to pay for services without killing anybody inside. Enjoy. Running out of oxygen, are we? Well, here, why don't we jerk your chain one more time? Why don't you come all the way over here? So I want them away from the landing pads and the starports, so that if another ship lands, I can open the airlocks and let them in. I know, this probably seems silly, but it's to... The whole idea here is to reach an achievement for 250 colonists in less than 60 days. So I can't have these guys coming in and killing the colonists. So I'm willing to go through this in order to make our achievement. And speaking of colonists, there we go. By keeping them running for the door, we can let other colonists in. While we bamboozle these characters around the base. You just keep sucking on that oxygen. Hopefully by the time they figure it out, it's too late. Oh, now this is interesting. What have you got for us? Raw materials. Not very expensive, but nah, I'm not gonna go for it. Okay, they're already doubling back. I'm counting on them. There we go, dropping dead before they make it back to the landing concourse. Welcome to Omega Base. No sequel for you. I'm going to sit there and watch you die. Goodbye. Alert canceled. Everybody can go back to work. Well, go back to work outside. They continued working inside, so right now, let's see, yeah, the factory is humming because all the metal that was produced went to the factory instead of going out to exterior constructions. Okay, and all the... let's see, I'm just making sure I've got all the airlocks open throughout the base so that I'm not impeding traffic, so that everybody can go about their duties. good, the starport's only pending one. Well, we're watching the skies, doing what we can. I'm probably getting to the point where the colony will need a second laser. Just watching these extractors, I want them to be built so that I can start recycling the other ones. There's a lot of metal tied up in those extractors for what little they produce. Let's get that starport going, and we'll see about prioritizing these as well. Since the starport only needs one metal, it shouldn't be any problem. Emphasis on should. Okay, meanwhile, our farm dome is doing pretty good here. This little bump here is probably the effect that the farm dome is having. Now, we have added quite a few colonists, so I just want to make sure that we don't end up with any kind of problems with feeding everybody, so I'll probably put up a second farm dome just to be sure. I don't want to do it right now, but so I'd like to finish with construction and give people some breathing room, but it seems like there's always something the colony needs. It's good to see this lab is so productive. I mean, these guys have made us a lot of money with all these medical supplies. Good, even more colonists. Welcome to Omega Base. We'll get everything constructed eventually. I'm just taking a look and monitoring things here and just seeing how they all work out. Now, we're not having any food shortages yet, but I want to make sure that we don't. But boy, we've got alcohol. Boy, oh boy, oh. Alright, more raw materials, huh? Yeah. It's a little tempting. I know we can toss these into the metal processors with no problem. But the only real currency I have right now is food. I mean, I paid good money for bioplastics. I don't want to then sell them at a loss, so we'll stick with what we've got. After all, we have 4 mines, and they are pretty busy. Yeah, see, all of the mines are operational and producing. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but we'll catch up on all these constructions. And then perhaps have a little breathing room in order to build spare parts and more semiconductors, which will lead to more robots. Although maybe I'm thinking, yeah, see, it's waiting for metal in order to build more robots. But what I was thinking is that perhaps we need to have another bot workshop. So as soon as we do have the materials, we'll be producing 2 carry bots for every construction bot. At least that's the idea. And we can see about arming the guard force properly, so I don't have to fear the landing of each and every ship. Of course, we have 5 out of 9 guards armed, so it's very good odds that hostile intruders will encounter a guard that does have a gun. Okay, so we'll see about putting up that second farm dome. And this is probably a good place to end this video here. Join me next time here on Joe Super Fantabulo's PC Gaming channel, where we'll have more fun in Planetbase. And we'll see whether or not Omega Base is able to meet its goal. We're currently at 170 colonists, and it is day 39. See you next time.